We are checking out Crystal of Atlan to let you know if it's worth your time. Let's start with something rare, a demo that feels polished. From the moment you jump into Crystal of Atlan, the first thing you'll notice is how responsive the controls are. Tapping your skills, dodging enemy attacks, and chaining combos feels tight and snappy. There's no floatiness in the combat, which is a huge plus. Input delay or clunky mechanics. But here, the action feels smooth, responsive, and most importantly, fun. One of the standout features in Crystal of Atlan is its class system. You get real variety between classes, and each one feels like it belongs to its own universe. Don't want to play as a typical melee warrior? No problem. You've got ranged casters, technical weapon-based users, and even some hybrids. For example, the Puppeteer isn't just a pet class. It's a technical class with scythe-based attacks, giving it a fresh and unique style. The game even lets you customize your skills over time, meaning you can build your class to match how you want to play. That depth adds real replayability, which is a must for any MMO meant to last. And it gets better. When you hit level 15, your class evolves into one of two specializations. But here's the genius part. You get to test both before making your choice. That means you're not locked into something you'll regret later. You can try both advanced classes, mess with all their skills, and switch back and forth until level 45. If you've ever suffered from class regret in MMOs, this mechanic is a total lifesaver. It's rare to see this kind of player-friendly feature in a mobile MMO, and it definitely deserves a thumbs up. Combat is where Crystal of Atlan really flexes. You'll be jumping, dodging, and striking in flashy battles that feel more like a console action RPG than a mobile game. Pick the swordsman, and you'll be slicing enemies up close with flashy skills like Blade Dance, which pulls enemies in and turns them into mincemeat. Pick a ranged class, and you'll be flinging spells and bullets from a distance while dodging all over the screen. However, there's a catch. With so many skills and abilities available, the controls can get a bit chaotic. There are nearly 10 action buttons in combat, and on mobile, it's easy to mispress or get overwhelmed. Even with a controller like the Razer Kishi, it's a bit of a button mash at times. Still, the core combat system is fast, fluid, and super fun. Now let's talk pets. Not only are they helpful in combat, they're absolutely adorable. Your first pet, the assistant jackalope, isn't just useful. It's so cute you'll want to protect it at all costs. Pets give you extra abilities and support during battle, but also serve as another layer of customization for your playstyle. The problem? This is where monetization starts creeping in. The pet system is tied to paid upgrades. And yeah, you guessed it, that's where things get a little sketchy. Here's the tough part. Crystal of Atlan is free to play, and while that sounds great, it comes with strings attached. Progression is tied to stamina or energy. You need stamina to enter dungeons, continue the story, and level up. But once that stamina runs out, you're stuck unless you pay or wait. This means free players will hit progression walls quickly, while paying players breeze right through. That's not all. PvP, which is usually the fairest place to show off your skills, is also tied to progression. If someone pays for better pets, more energy, or faster upgrades, they'll likely dominate in PvP. This creates an unfair gap between players, and that can destroy a game's community. No one wants to lose a fight just because someone else had deeper pockets. Story-wise, Crystal of Atlan starts pretty standard. You're a new adventurer entering a town, clearing out some corrupted enemies, and then you discover a big twist before heading to the big city. Unfortunately, the story feels predictable. You've probably seen this exact plot before in other MMOs. And while the world is packed with systems, it doesn't feel very big. It's more like a tight, densely packed hub with lots of options but little exploration. The missions are also short and start to feel repetitive, so while the combat is great, the story and structure don't really hold up. As with most MMOs, Crystal of Atlan shines brighter when you play with others. There are group events, timed challenges like tempered trails, and large battles that bring everyone together. But the highlight here might just be PvP. Matches are intense. You manage an energy bar that depletes with actions or when you're hit. This forces you to play smart, not just fast. It adds a real strategic layer to the chaos. The only problem? Right now, the PvP is filled with bots. That's fine during a demo, but it makes it hard to see what the real experience will be like. You want real players to test your skills against, not brain-dead AI. Still, once the game fills up with players, PvP could be the best feature the game has to offer. Visually, Crystal of Atlan has a clean and colorful art style, somewhere between anime and fantasy. Character designs are cool, but you won't stand out much unless you buy premium skins. After Chapter 1, you can tweak your hair, face, and outfit colors, but the changes are minor. It feels more like Ni no Kuni, Crossworlds in that way. Beautiful, but not wildly unique. So, is Crystal of Atlan worth playing based on the demo? You're getting a fluid, responsive, and highly customizable action MMO with fantastic combat and class depth. The pet system, class evolutions, and PvP show huge potential, and the demo runs smoother than most full releases. But you're also dealing with aggressive monetization, energy limits, paid upgrades, and potential pay-to-win PvP. Add in a generic story and a bit of control overload, and you've got reasons to stay cautious. If you're okay with free-to-play limits and just want fun action combat, this is one to keep your eyes on. But if you hate the idea of stamina systems or pay-to-win mechanics, this game might end up being more frustrating than fun. Thanks for watching this Crystal of Atlan review. If you found this helpful, consider dropping a like and hitting that subscribe button for more honest game reviews. Stay sharp and keep dodging like a pro.